Costa Rica play El Salvador on Saturday for their second Group B match. Both teams left with a point from their opener match. So what can either hope for in this match? Well, Lee Phelps joins us now, William Hill's in-play radio host, and we're going to preview the match today. Now, Costa Rica managed a cool 2-2 draw against Jamaica in their opener, whilst El Salvador held Canada to a scoreless draw. So the question is what can we expect in terms of goals in this match, and will they be from both sides?
Good question. I mean, I don't think El Salvador are worth backing to score a goal. I mean, as you mentioned, 0-0 draw against Canada. And the two World Cup qualifying games that preceded this tournament, they scored 6 in 2 games against St. Kitts and Nevis. But St. Kitts and Nevis are 120 in the world. Just to put that into context, Costa Rica are 41 in the world. So you're talking about a team who are well down the FIFA rankings. So I don't think El Salvador have got many goals in them. Before that, we're talking about this season's internationals. Didn't score against Argentina. No shame in that. Lost 2-0. Didn't score against Guatemala. Drew 0-0. Didn't score against Honduras. Lost 2-0. Didn't score against Chile. Lost 1-0. And then they had the Canada match. So they don't score many goals, full stop. Now, Costa Rica, funny team. I mean, both teams' have scores landed in the last 3 games. The 2-1 defeat to Spain. You can't really argue with that, really. The 2-2 draw with Mexico, friendly before the Gold Cup, and the 2-2 draw, obviously, which opened this one up. So I'm kind of stuck between El Salvador not being a very good goal-scoring team, but Costa Rica being a bit too leaky in defence.
Yeah.
I think Costa Rica would be very disappointed if they conceded here, though. They have to win this game. This is the game that they must win, because after this they've got Canada, and Canada aren't a world power, but do they want to be going into the Canada match and treating it as a must-win, having drawn against El Salvador? I don't think so. They need to build on that World Cup success, don't they? So I think Costa Rica will be doing everything they can. I'll probably leave both teams to score alone because of the kind of the kind of confusion I've got in my mind about it. But I'm with Costa Rica here. I think they have to get this job done. I think they will win 2-0 as well, but I'm not sure I'd be willing to back it.
I agree with you as well. I agree with everything you said. Both teams to score is 2.38 there, and then no 1.57. Over is priced 2.5, and the under is priced 1.57. Sorry. Costa Rica, though, there is a bit of value, a touch. 1.65 there, Bet365. The draw 3.5, also Bet365, and El Salvador 6.25 with Bet Victor. Would you say sort of the only sort of main bet here in this match would be Costa Rica to win?
Yeah, I mean, they have to get goals. They have been scoring goals. I think that's the difference for me. The fact that they've scored 5 in their last 3 internationals versus that record that El Salvador have got. And I think we can take out that, the St. Kitts and Nevis result. They're a minnow in world football. So I think El Salvador will struggle. I just think that Costa Rica will outscore them. Whether El Salvador will score or not, I think they'll outscore them in the end. So, I think that's what I'm looking at here. It's just whether... There's not a lot of value in the Costa Rica win, is there? More than happy to play it, but if you're looking for something a bit bigger, it's just whether you go Costa Rica to win and over 2.5 goals, or Costa Rica and under 2.5 goals.
Or both teams to score as well.
It's a pretty tricky one. Yeah, I'm not sure I could trust the both teams to score if I'm being honest. I'd like the bet that I want to back. I'm not sure it'll happen. It's Costa Rica to win something like 2-0. Do a professional job and get the job done. I just don't know if they're watertight enough at the back, to be honest with you.
There's also, I don't have the odds to hand, but you can sort of do Costa Rica to score 1 or 2 goals. So that might also, to really cover your bases. But I bet those odds are really low, just because that's obviously the way the odds are sort of suggesting it is an under. So I don't think there'll be much value in that. But yeah, I think sort of a straight Costa Rica win, 1.65. Is there anything else that you're going with, or is that sort of like the main bet that we present today?
No, I would, if I had to go for anything bigger odds, I think I would eventually fall down on the side of Costa Rica to win and under 2.5 goals. I think it's around 3.0, about 2-1. It's not bad, but I don't think it's big enough to risk. So I think it'd have to be a real safety first job here and just go Costa Rica to win the game.
I don't know, and I certainly think El Salvador has got a goal in them. That's my only sort of dilemma here, but I'm going for the Costa Rica win. Lee Phelps, thank you for joining us.
No problem. I know you'll be cheering them on, so hopefully they win.
I will indeed. It's a Saturday night for me, and I think it plays at about 7 or 8 o'clock. So
nice.
You'll find me in a pub with a beer cheering on Costa Rica.
Enjoy.
Take care, Lee.